Hello, my name is Jason Lahada.
And I'm Michael Vicera.
And welcome to the FAL Consulting Podcast, your number one source for educational crypto content. Today is Monday, November 8th, 2021. And on today's show, we'll be going over the top 10 cryptos of the day, as well as Eric Adams Vows to make New York a Crypto Utopia. Congress passes $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, paving the way for extra crypto taxes in the U.S., and our NFT NYC wrap-up. All that and more on today's FAL Podcast. Is anything the people here on this podcast financial advice, Mike?
No, we don't specialize in financial advice.
No, we do not. Not here.
Hashtag NFA.
Hashtag. But how was your weekend, Mike? How was everything?
Not too bad. Just same old shit. Watching some football. Watching my fantasy teams get kicked out of the playoffs.
Yeah, no.
No longer in contention.
I'm sorry to do that, Mike.
It's all right. I hate fantasy football. I'm not playing next year.
Trust me, it makes no sense. There's no right that I could have won. Should have won this week the way that so many people were out and had to make last minute decisions. Some of those dudes actually fucking came through. So
Nah, they did. That's all right. What are you gonna do? Maybe I'll play next year.
Yeah.
I can't do 2 leagues again though. That's just $300. A waste of $300.
No, it's one league for me. One league going forward. Next year I'm coming back with a Fiera. But like I always say, they're not here to hear us talk about the NFL and our fantasy league. They're here to talk about the top 10 cryptos for the day. And at number one, we got Bitcoin at $66,066, up 6.39% for the day. At number two, we have Ethereum at $4,789, up 4.25% for the day. At number three, we have Binance Coin at $649, down 1.84% for the day. At number four, we have Solana at $249, down 0.93 cents for the day. At number five, we have Tether. At number six, we have Cardano at $2.06, up 2.1 cents for the day. At number seven, we have XRP at $1.26, up 3.42% for the day. At number eight, we have Polkadot at $53.60, up 1.68% for the day. At number nine is Dogecoin with 27 cents, up 4.43% for the day. And at number 10, we have USDC, no longer sitting there, is Shiba. Shiba is at number 11 at 0.557, down 2.7%.
Yeah, it fell.
Yeah, it fell.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Good for them, though. They had a nice little run.
Yeah,
we'll see. I mean, it ain't over yet, most likely.
Oh, no. I was talking to Joe about the market last night and how it usually moves and how right now, yes, Bitcoin and Ethereum are definitely popping. And you have things like Solana obviously popping. But you always have the dark horses in the back waiting to, push up. You see Dogecoin up of 4.33%. And if Bitcoin goes to 100,000, is it not theoretically possible that Dogecoin go to $1? It's not advice, but just the way that everything moves.
Yeah. Nah, you never know. It's one of those, you don't know why it's moving right now. You're not going to know why it's ever going to keep moving or when it's going to stop. So it just moves on its own to an extent.
That's true. And we don't know why Congress passed this $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill after weeks of moving. But what do we feel about it, Mike?
I think they're trying to make up for all that money they gave us in stimulus checks. But I don't know. Overall, it's not too bad. I think with people in crypto, the space got a little upset because they thought they could interpret the term broker a lot more broadly as anybody that trades crypto assets. So digital assets is what it said. So that would include miners, people that make wallets, or even developers of the wallets. Yeah, which would be ridiculous. Like, we're not brokers. The people that made the app aren't a broker. They just made the app. It's not It's not them, But it would affect, maybe not even really affect like Coinbase or Kraken and them, because they already report everything. So,
that's why I assume that.
Yeah, so whatever reporting they had to do, it said addresses and names and addresses. I'm pretty sure it said was what they would have to put on the 1099 form now that they'd have to do.
Yeah,
I feel like they already do shit like that. All right, so I don't know how it's going to be too crazy, but I mean, the goal for at least the IRS or the SEC, the IRS or the Treasury Department, they're estimating about $28 billion they'll gain from taxing crypto like this, or I don't know, just in general.
Yeah, and hopefully those funds go to obviously making jobs within the industry, or within the SEC and the IRS, so they can understand crypto more. People.
Yeah, well, it's gonna go to jobs like Janet Yellen's got to do a speech over at some school People got to get paid.
You're right. No, you're 100%. But that's usually the school's paying Janet Yellen. I don't think she needs another bonus out of this $28 billion.
Yeah, the school's getting a little tax write-off from the government too. It all comes back.
It all circles around. And circling around, we've obviously seen FTX, Binance, Coinbase all kind of have stories within the past year with them moving towards more regulation status. Or we're going to start reporting this, or this is our new initiative to start taking this stuff, start taking this information. KYC came in, 2 years ago with Coinbase and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's what they're really trying to push on. I guess it's not so much like, we're going to start taxing you guys heavy because you're a broker. Well, I mean, they're going to get taxed a little bit differently. But still, they just want to push the KYC and anti-money laundering onto these exchanges that, I'm sure there's people that are money laundering. What about that article we talked about a couple weeks ago now, probably, where you could get $200, you could get a fake Coinbase account under a fake name and everything.
That doesn't make them look any good to regulators.
So if the IRS starts knocking at my door over transactions I didn't even make because somebody bought my name for $200 on Coinbase.
It's true.
Started trading away.
And that's honestly
things like that they're trying to, I guess, force out.
I was thinking, to touch on that, I was thinking about it. I was like, how would that even work? Because someone get hit up or anything? But there's definitely people with crypto Coinbase accounts that they bought Bitcoin and sold it. They don't even use it anymore. It's still active. The Coinbase hasn't deleted it. And if you work at the company, or maybe it's not that malicious, but if you know how to get in there and, give it to someone that, this Bobby Billy over here forgot about their Coinbase and now you can move money through it, whatever. That could, easily happen if you had forgotten about your Coinbase.
Like what if Michael Saylor dies? They do all of MicroStrategy's buys are pretty much through Coinbase.
Sure.
So
hopefully have his codes.
Shareholders get paid out some coin, or is the Coinbase guy going to steal it?
That's only time will tell with that. But, this isn't regulation. It isn't the full-on thing we've been asking for, but it's a step towards the right direction. So like you said, some people are mad about them taxing it because the whole thing with crypto shouldn't be touched.
Yeah, they think it's the government's the evil empire. They are. But it depends on how they're going to actually enforce. They'll come after people that are still exchanges and aren't doing KYC, but they can't expect, let's say Coinbase wasn't keeping records 5 years ago. If they're trying to hound down on them for something that happened 5 years ago that they weren't worried about, didn't have to do, nobody told them they had to do it, and they've been compliant for all these years. You have everything that they have up to date now. But I feel like that they can't be going back on shit like that.
No,
years after
not.
The fact. It would have to be if you don't start doing KYC now or doing AML things now, then you're going to get shut down, sued, whatever could be the case.
And the bill still needs to pass through Biden. I don't believe that this is just passing through Congress, so that's
it's up to Sleepy Joe now.
Yeah,
Kamala Harris is like, how can I arrest people?
Kamala Harris, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about her. Where she's been at though?
Where she
the Biden administration is literally hiding her.
We did it, Joe.
We did it. Oh my God. Let's not get into the government.
I had no idea we were gonna do it. We did it.
We did it. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Who knew?
You know what? We also elected a new mayor in NYC.
Yeah, fucking Eric Adams. I was gonna call him Hochul again.
Hochul?
Yeah.
What do you mean Hochul?
The governor's name is I can't remember her first name.
Oh, the new governor.
Yeah. So when people kept saying the new New York mayor, I thought it was I don't remember her first name.
The person who took over for Cuomo after he left. No, this is Eric Adams. He's a newly elected mayor of New York. The elections happened last week. You probably might have heard a story earlier on in the week when he said he wanted to take his first 3 checks in Bitcoin, kind of similar to Francis Suarez.
Yeah, who also said now he's going to be taking a majority of his checks in crypto. They're fighting each other for who's going to accept more crypto.
Because at first, he said, I'll take my, I think it was a response to a tweet from Anthony Pompliano. Is it time? Who's going to be the first American politician to accept their salary in Bitcoin?
I'll do it. I do it.
I'm going to take my first paycheck, my next paycheck, 100% Bitcoin. Problem solved. He replied to Pompliano, and this is Francis Suarez replying to Pompliano, and now Eric Adams responded to Suarez being like, in New York, we always go big, so I'm going to take my first 3 checks in Bitcoin when I become mayor. NYC is going to be the center of cryptocurrency industry, and other fast-growing innovative industries. Just wait. So just like you said, a little competition.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see it being at the forefront for it. Especially if this guy starts accepting it, and they do. And you said they're going to be doing the New York City coin too.
Yeah, not
like
many
the Miami
details.
coin.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be through the same guys that did the Miami coin. I
There,
remember seeing something about them starting up a second project.
there hasn't been much.
City coins, I'm pretty sure it's called.
Yeah, there hasn't been much of it, but I could easily see them being the people we partner with, especially with this friendly little
'cause
back
that
and forth on Twitter.
Yeah, that seems to be what City Coins is trying to do anyway. So, I mean, I know Miami, when I was looking at their website, was the only one they had so far, but it's still a pretty big one. Especially now, if they get New York City, it would be pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
It would be, I guess, good for, I don't know, building infrastructure without having, these infrastructure bills that are like, oh yeah, we could tax this more. What if we did more of like a crowdsource? Well, it is kind of crowdsourcing, doing through the taxes. I get it. Not really though. It's kind of fugats.
no, because perpetual, like the Verrazano Bridge.
Yeah, like the Quartering Act. Like, yeah, it works. It makes sense, but you're kind of forcing it on people.
It never stops.
But yeah, so now you make it like kind of, if it's through these City Coin, like New York City Coin, it's basically like a GoFundMe almost. You're crowdsourcing the money through people that actually want to give to it, instead of taking it all out of their checks and shit.
And it opens up doors for, you saw San Diego partner with Helium so that they can bring internet service over there. They don't have a City Coin, but it just opens up doors for projects like that to produce more revenue.
Yeah.
City Coin's already generated $20 million for the city of Miami since launching in August. It's only been like 3 months. Our population in New York City's, I don't know the comparatively, but I know we're probably up there, if not double what Miami has. So the potential here is gigantic, and with events like NYC NFT happening in New York, popping up, and it being such a big hub for stuff like that, I could easily see integrations with Citycoin and other events to lead people to have exclusive offers or be able to have cheaper dinners if they utilize the coin.
They definitely could use it to give out discounts to start promoting it. It would be interesting, especially with New York having to be one of the probably like stricter cities or states as far as crypto goes, having to get a bit license and everything. It would just it would be, I guess, big for crypto in the States, knowing that New York is starting to be a little bit more passive with the things that are going on.
Yeah,
not passive, but just not being
as active and
you're
as we
rich.
should be.
Like you gotta pay us if you want to be doing these things here.
Yeah, because I believe when crypto started back in like 2012, 2015, I know New York is always, we're going to be the biggest innovator. We're going to be pushing for it. And I don't think de Blasio did that much of a push like he said he was, or like New York City should have been doing. So it's good to see Eric Adams coming in here and pushing this. I don't know much about the new mayor, but I don't really like the last mayor. So I'm excited to see what he brings to the city.
This guy. He's not a rapist either, right? He's just Italian.
No, I don't. I think Eric Adams black.
Yeah, I voted on Tuesday.
Yeah, right. I definitely voted on Tuesday.
Who was he running against? Himself?
Oh no!
Is it one of those?
You didn't see Siwa? You didn't see the guy he was running against?
Curtis Sliwa?
Oh my god!
All right. So this was a rigged election. So he lost because he's a Guinea. I already understand.
Yeah, okay, bro. Did you see the debate?
No,
bro, it was.
I know he was wearing a green beret.
Bro, I forgot he was like making fun of Eric Adams because he was saying like, "Oh, you're not. Where are you from? You're not even from New York. Like you're not even from around here. I think you're from New Jersey." And he was like, and then Eric Adams said something like, "Oh, you're talking to me about not paying my taxes or whatever when you haven't paid child support in over 3 years." I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, this guy Curtis Lee was like 70 something too. No, he's mad old.
He got hit by a taxi the other day.
He got hit by a car?
Yeah, I'll show you the video after this. He was running across the street. This guy hit by a taxi in the middle of the street.
Yeah, it was definitely Robert De Niro in Taxi. He was like, "I gotta clean up these streets if nobody else will."
But speaking of cleaning up the streets, Eric Adams, really good stuff. Bringing that to NYC. We had NYC NFT last week. I think.
Yeah, nobody was cleaning up the streets those nights. Those fucking scoundrels running around at NFT NYC.
Yeah, me and you included. You went on Tuesday or Monday night.
Yeah, I went on Monday for they had Monday Night Football, the Knights of Degen. Yeah,
The Knights of Degen. Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We got to meet a few people. Des Bryant's NFT manager, whatever it is. He was pretty cool. He calls himself Jerry Maguire.
He calls himself Jerry Maguire?
Yeah, he's original, but he works with Des Bryant, so it works.
Yeah, he gets it. I saw Jalen Rose when I went on Thursday outside
I heard
of
you called
one
him
of
a
the parties.
pussy that you dropped 70 on him.
Definitely did not call Jalen Rose a pussy. I dropped 70 on him. He was with a whole squad of people that probably would have fucking washed my shit if I had done that.
Jalen Rose probably would have been like, I bet. Pulled out the sneakers. He would have pulled up his pant leg. You would have seen he's got elite socks on.
Oh, he was
definitely ready to ball.
He was decked out, $1,000 sweatpants, and he looked clean. He looked like he was having a good time. It was cool to see.
That was always his thing. He had to look good because he couldn't play good.
Jalen
Rose was a stud for a little while.
Love to talk to you, Jalen Rose, if you're getting into NFTs, because it seemed like you were over at the NFT NYC event.
Bro, we're only trying to talk to Jacoby.
Honestly, Jacoby's my guy, though. I do like.
They're both pretty class. Jacoby's funny too.
If you don't know, we're speaking of Jalen and Jacoby. They have an ESPN show. They're both former NBA players, and Jalen Rose was over at the second event that I went to at NFT NYC. I went to the first one over in Terminal 5. I totally forgot the name of the second place, but it was a former bank. It was really, really sick. But yeah, it was really interesting. We had Jeff out there all last week. If you listen to there'll be 2 podcasts coming out this week. One from like the first half, and then the second one's going to be like a wrap up coming out on Thursday. But yeah, went over on Thursday when had some time with Andrew, and we wanted to see what was up. And Jeff took us over to Terminal 5 first. They had a presenter in there, really energized guy, exactly what you would expect from NFT type of crowd. And he was like in a really like a velour suit, and he had like fucking, it looked like some type of guy in fur jacket on, and he was really excited. He was announcing NFTs there, and they had Alesso revealing his NFT, and then he came out and he ended up playing a DJ set. But the first event was a little chiller. It was a little bit more of a art crowd. They were kind of to themselves. We didn't stay there for too long because we had the other one to go to, and that one ran a little longer. But it was definitely a cool event to see NFTs on giant screens and stuff. I don't know if you saw any of that, like any NFTs displayed when you went.
Nah, yeah, they didn't have any of that up when we were there. They're just people giving out some like, oh yeah, here's this that you could scan. It'll pop up as like an NFT in your thing when you scan the QR code, and they get the little like the patch that I have on my backpack.
Oh, and that would have given you like the NFT.
Yeah, so I scanned that. I don't know if I ever collected the NFT. The guy said it was worthless. So.
All right. Well,
yeah,
good thing he was giving them out.
Yeah, he was like they just give them out. Yeah, they just give them out as like a proof of you were at this party. So if the Pope guys were at a party, they give out these NFTs. It's like, yeah, I was there too. Now I can prove that I was there.
That's cool. Yeah, this is another one.
Yeah, it's another one of those. I don't know. It's cool, I guess.
No, it's another use because not that it happens between you and I, but I bet it happens places where it's like, yeah, I was at that party, and
it's like, yeah, bro, I ain't see you.
I didn't see you.
Yeah, you were just fucked up. I got this Pope. Check it out.
Bang, on the blockchain, verified, never lies. I don't have a ticket from that first event I went to that could be verified, but it was a really expensive event. It's like a
Pope guys are fucking up.
The Pope guys are fucking.
Yeah, the Pope guys were trying to spend $500 to give out free NFTs.
I don't even know how I ended up at that or how we got in. I do. Jeff got the free tickets to it. But like I said, Terminal 5 was really cool. We went there. Alesso was DJing. It was a really good energy. When we went to the second party, though, that's when the rave really started. I didn't go to any of the talks in the mornings, but I did end up going to the parties later on at night. And when we got there, I don't know if you know the BitConnect guy.
Yeah, I remember Jeff telling me. Drew was actually saying it the other day. The scammer.
Yeah, so he's not a scammer. I said it. I said it at the. I said it. He was a speaker at the BitConnect event. I don't know if you guys remember. You should look it up. The BitConnect guy. But he was there announcing a live burn, and I didn't even realize what's going on because the mic was a little weird. It was a little hectic getting in there. I'll touch on that at the end. But he's talking, he's getting excited, and then all of a sudden the fucking NFT lights on fire, like the painting. And Jeff came to tell me afterwards that it was like a live burn. So they did an auction, someone bought it, and as soon as they bought it, they ended up burning it. So I just thought that was another really interesting, crazy thing that I just never been to.
They can have like Burning Man NFT parties now.
Yeah.
Just somewhere in the woods. We're going to burn this one of one NFT right after you buy it.
After that,
I have a little celebration. And they're going to be just praising whoever made NFTs.
They had another one the next night. I got an email for it. Like it was an exclusive event if you had gone to the first one, inviting you to the second one because I ended up putting my name on on a list. I didn't end up going because I didn't see it. But you can see how these things are going to lead to more exclusive parties, how having these NFTs just created these groups of people that had never been together. I think my whole point on this is that it was really interesting to see these people who had gained a lot of money really fast, but they weren't, obviously had some chads and stuff because they had Bored Ape Yacht Club and stuff. But everybody who I turned to and was like, hey, what's up, was really cool and really open because they knew that the thing that we were experiencing was so new and so ridiculous that you had to take it just at face value and, and live and experience it because there are so many people that are looking at it. And I did this in the past too. Were scoffed at it and was like, what the fuck, like NFTs, you're making all this money, it's bullshit. And that's just where I've come to. But definitely going to this event kind of changed my opinion and my mind on some of the people within the industry. Because at the end of the day, like if I bought a punk and I bought a fucking DJ Ape and stuff, I don't know what the fuck I would be doing with my millions of dollars either. I just want to go meet people who did it too and see where else is the industry moving.
Yeah, that is. It's a lot easier to talk to them too about like crypto or any type of shit. So they're not just looking at you like, oh, yo, that's ridiculous. What does that even mean? This sounds like a scam.
Exactly, because they know the potential.
They're like, it's not a scam? I'm like, no. They're like, oh, okay.
Exactly. Those were one of the first crowds that'll take you at face value. Did you hear about this? And they won't be like, oh, isn't that a scam?
Yeah, like this guy was telling me how you tokenize real world assets on Ravencoin. If he had said that to somebody else, they probably would have just thought he was doing drugs.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You're tokenizing real assets? That doesn't make sense.
If I told my mom that there was a live burning painting, she'd look at me like I was insane, like I was doing drugs or something. Like most people don't.
She'd be like, what were you at, Woodstock?
It's a fact.
Like, Mom, nobody goes to Woodstock anymore. Calm down.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where NFTs end up going. We're constantly covering them here. We take the joking approach when they're bullshit projects.
Yeah, when they're struggling.
Yeah, exactly. But when they're legit and it is cool, some of the people, were invested in tie-dye ninjas or invested in the poker chip NFTs. But yeah, that's based. That was my NFT NYC experience. I walked around a lot. I met a lot of really cool people. If you guys are listening, I'm hoping to reach out to you today and set up some interviews. Hopefully, the people listening today will be able to listen to some interviews within the coming weeks from them. Because there's a lot of really cool, exciting things happening within the space. There's a lot of other bullshit, but that's all within crypto.
And that's every space.
Yeah, exactly. I think we should all, especially within crypto, just embrace each other and understand that it's all new. And even if you've been in it since 2012 or you've been in it since 2017, you're still really, really early to the game. Because that was a really cool thing. I was talking to one guy. He was like, how long have you been doing this for? I was like, oh, I've been doing it for about like a year and a half now. He's like, wow, it's really early. I've only been in since like January. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sure that's around when a lot of people started doing it. But also, it's going to be another thing, too. Save that video when you guys were at Terminal 5. There was nobody on the floor when Alesso was playing.
Oh, yeah.
Wait for like 2 years. Alesso did the same thing at Terminal 5. It's packed out.
Yeah.
I've been in there when that place is packed out,
me
too. I seen Mac Miller there.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I never you saw Mac Miller before you died? That's awesome.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. I don't remember what year it was. It was whenever he dropped that Good AM album.
Yeah. But yeah, you've been in there. It's been like, you can't even get a drink in the back. You can't go upstairs. Like, the whole thing's packed. Like, that was interesting for me because I'd been, Terminal 5 is a concert venue, and I'd been there before to see the Kooks and different people like that. But just being there in like an empty space, being able to walk around. Yeah. It was interesting.
Yeah, I can only imagine because the last time I was there was for a Young Thug concert.
Oh, yeah.
And that mosh pit was, my feet were off the ground. Like, I was in the mosh. I couldn't move, or I was just moving as the crowd was moving me because my feet were off the ground. I almost lost the shoe, so I'm, like, stretching over with my foot to try and get the shoe back on. I had no laces, so it just slides right off. Jesus.
I've never been that packed in there, but I've always stuck to the pillar because I always wanted to make sure that, like, nothing like that would happen because I always wanted to keep – if you're by the pillar, then nobody's going to be there. You can push against people.
Nah, like, it almost got really bad. Like, I was suspended in air. I had no balance. And now I'm falling backwards. I could barely breathe. I was like, it's mad hot in here. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm starting to panic.
You almost got Astro World.
I was falling. I was about to fall down. Like, I had no balance. I could feel it. I see this girl in front of me. She's got her hair's like in a thick braid.
No.
Yeah, bro. I was falling down. So as I'm falling down backwards, I grabbed onto her hair. Nah, she's got the strongest neck of all time because it kept me up. Like, I grabbed it. I seen her head whip back mad fast.
She didn't even notice what happened.
No, she never turned around. She's like, ah! I heard her scream. I heard her scream. I pulled myself back up. I was like, I don't care. I was like, she's gonna slap the shit out of me. She never turned around. I was like, thank God.
Thankfully, none of that happened.
I would have got Travis Scotted. I was about to. That's why when that story came out on like Saturday, I was like, damn, bro, that could have been me.
No, I've been in a couple of mosh pits myself. Thankfully, they've been really cool. I've been like punk concerts and I've fell down and I've hit people, and those mosh pits, they've been actually really cool. They know how to respect people and pick you up and what you're supposed to do.
Nobody was coming to help me at Terminal 5. No. I would have been dead in the street.
I think if you're moshing, you should know what you're getting into, and you should know that you have to take care of the other people within the mosh pit, because you don't want anybody getting trampled over what happened over the weekend, the tragedy that happened over the weekend.
There's somebody also going around injecting people with drugs too.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It was ridiculous. Hearing that story made me very thankful that like everything at NFT NYC was like really clean, and like because I just gone to it the day before like this story came out, and that second party was pretty packed like on the dance floor and everything. And if someone wanted to be malicious, they could have easily been malicious there.
Yeah, just went straight. Yeah, I don't even know how they got it into that stadium to begin with. If that was actually the case.
Did you see the video like of them entering the concert and people just bashing through? Like there wasn't even like couldn't check tickets. Like because I think right before Travis tweeted out like, oh, I'm gonna let more people in than like got tickets. Like, oh, if you come early, I'll let you in. So they just came and took advantage of what he tweeted out and like ran in. He deleted the tweet since.
Of course he did. And he kind of incited a riot. Yeah, that's another thing.
He may be seeking legal action, but
gonna have to seek legal action.
That's a whole nother
It's
story.
Not his fault.
Yeah, more than likely, he has a team of lawyers behind him. But good stuff for the event planners at NFT NYC. Nothing like that happened. It was pretty packed, and it would have been bad because a lot of people were not from New York. So if like things got crowded and got crazy, like they would have not been able to handle it, because just getting in outside was kind of a little convoluted. It's the last thing I'll say, because Jeff we were on a list and you needed an NFT to get into the party, but he had talked to a girl the night before and she ended up putting me and him on a list. So we were like going up the VIP section. Side, there was like two lines. We're like, let's just go on the VIP one. When we get to the front, the guy's like, oh, your general admission, go over there to that guy. So we're like, oh shit, the line's really long. We'll just go to that side. On the right side, talk to that guy. He's like, oh, you're on the list. Oh, you got to go to the VIP. Like, go to the back of the line. I'm like, what, bro? So I literally like walked this dude. Was like, yo, bro. He looked like a really cool guy, like from the Brooklyn to the Bronx. I was like, yo, bro, you just told us to go over here. You told us to go over here. He's like, I don't even know, bro. Just go. Like, so we ended up just going, talking to the lady. The lady in front who Jeff had put us in, and like it was a little weird because like someone else was like asking us like, are you supposed to be here? Like we're like, no, it's just we want to talk to this person. We had to wait for her to be done, and then she was finally able to get us a badge and like go inside. But you could see that the people who regularly work at the spot were a little frustrated because it was like two different lines. It was like, are you showing me your OpenSea? Are you showing me your Yellow Heart app? So that just needs to be a little bit more cleaned up.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. Probably for next year. I'm sure there'll be more events too.
Oh, 100%.
Gotta look at, probably try to go to like one a week or some shit. I know there's not just NFT events. They'll have like some crypto happy hours in Jersey City this week at like 5.
Oh yeah. No, that's something.
I forget what day it is, but.
That's something we definitely want to do more here at Crypto FAL is go to more events and meet more people. And if you're listening to podcasts and you know of any events coming up, you could easily email us over at admin@cryptofal.com. And we'd love to meet you guys and go over there because we just want to do more outreach and have more people on the podcast. And that's what also gave me a lot of excitement is there's a lot of people doing very similar things to what you and I are doing in their basement, just starting up and just getting with their group of friends. And it's not only people who became millionaires, it's people who are trying to cover the industry and show the amazing things that are happening.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of people too. Like making apps and shit. Like the kid I met too on last Monday. The app he made is pretty cool, honestly. Yeah. So you never know who you're gonna run into out there, what people are doing.
Yeah, this industry just continues to allow people like me and you to create new jobs, and other people out there to leave jobs they're unhappy with and get into an industry that's making a bunch of people happy and making friends and just changing the world, in my opinion. But that's stories for another day. But I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, I didn't. have anything else on the infrastructure bill and all that.
No.
It's cool. We'll see how it goes. Don't tax me too much.
And with
It's
that,
Eric Adams that's going to be taxing me?
No, I said, yeah, listen up, Eric Adams.
Yeah, he don't pay taxes.
Not NYC tax. He don't live here.
Start rumors. He's already not paying taxes.
Yeah. But thank you, Mike, as always. Sorry for last week, everybody. We didn't record too much, but like I said, we were at NFT NYC. We're going to have a full house of content this week. Starting today, tomorrow, NFT NYC, second podcast. Wednesday, we'll have another one. And, so on and forth. But yeah, thanks for being on, Mike.
Yeah, of course. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you for tuning in. You can follow me on Twitter over at crypto_Lahada. That's crypto_LAJARA. You can follow Mike over at Scuba Scoongili. That's SCUBA SCUNGILLI. You can follow the official Crypto FAL Consultants Twitter over at Crypto FAL. FAL is a one-stop shop for all your cryptocurrency needs, from answering questions for new people to bigger institutional clients. We're there for you. Regardless if you're a small business or bank, we'll make sure to take a tailored approach to all your needs. Our teams house specialists in all areas of cryptocurrency, from mining, trading, creating NFTs, DAOs, staking, and lending questions to general market research. Go to cryptofal.com to learn more. Have a nice day, everybody.